2 days ago, a countdown timer appeared on Taylor Swift's official website. It sat there for exactly 10 minutes before vanishing completely. No announcement, no press release, and no explanation followed. The timer replaced the site's current Life of a Showgirl aesthetic with very specific imagery. The internet immediately identified the visual language. Within minutes, screenshots were circulating across social media platforms with a single trending phrase: "TAY STORY 5 is real." That timer was counting down to a very specific moment. Today, May 2nd, 2026, at exactly 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We are now hours away from finding out whether someone on Swift's digital team made a spectacularly public mistake, or if this is the most precisely calibrated Easter egg of her entire career. Disney and Pixar have locked our marketing schedule for the cinematic release of Toy Story 5. The film opens in theaters on June 19, 2026. 20 years earlier, on June 19, 2006, a 16-year-old Taylor Swift released Tim McGraw, her debut single and very first song introduced to the public. Toy Story 5 opens on the exact 20th anniversary of the start of Taylor Swift's professional music career. The two calendar dates mirror each other perfectly. Fan researchers mapped this overlap almost instantly. Within hours of the 10-minute countdown disappearing, the specific math connecting these two dates was spreading across Reddit and TikTok. A 10-minute website glitch is easy to write off. A glitch that perfectly aligns the biggest animation franchise in the world with a 20-year career anniversary suggests deliberate planning. Let's look at the actual evidence. First, the visual match. The clouds displayed on TaylorSwift.com were not generic clip art. Independent observers verified they matched the exact shape and spacing of the iconic wallpaper in Andy's bedroom from the Toy Story films. Then there are the initials. Taylor Swift and Toy Story share the letters TS. Swift has spent 2 decades training her fanbase to look for acronyms and initial-based clues, making this overlap a highly useful tool for a joint marketing campaign. Beyond the visuals, a name appeared in the early Disney press kits and IMDb listings, a songwriter credited on at least one original track for the film under the initials TS. That credit existed in the database well before the countdown ever appeared on Swift's website. The trail was already there, waiting for someone to find it. When you combine the specific clouds, the precise colors of the font, the shared initials, and the songwriter credit, the probability of an accidental aesthetic overlap drops to near zero. To see why Swift would write for Pixar, look at the subject matter. Toy Story is ultimately a franchise about growing up, identity, and the specific grief of leaving the things you love behind as life changes. Swift's debut single, Tim McGraw, explores that exact same emotional territory. It is a song about the fear of being forgotten by someone who is moving away and growing up. The business logic is equally sound. Toy Story 4 grossed over $1 billion globally. By attaching the most streamed artist on Spotify to the soundtrack, Disney ensures the film's release becomes a massive multi-platform music event. For Swift, an original composition for a Pixar flagship places her music in front of families, children, and parents attending theaters together, reaching demographics outside her core listener base. Disney gets an organic promotional engine driven by millions of mobilized fans, and Swift secures a highly visible summer release window. The passage of time is the spine of Taylor Swift's entire catalog. She wrote about the fear of peaking at 22, the panic of relationships ending at 25, and she is now 36, mapping out the most fulfilled chapter of her life. She started as a teenager, writing country songs, hoping someone would remember her. Today, she holds 40 AMA wins and dictates the metrics of the global music industry. She has licensed existing music for films before, but writing a bespoke, original song specifically to anchor a major studio franchise of this scale is entirely new territory for her. Releasing a 20th anniversary song in June would also perfectly set the stage for October, which happens to be the 20th anniversary of her self-titled debut album and the rumored release window for debut Taylor's version. Releasing a song about childhood for the world's biggest animation studio on the exact anniversary of her first single proves that the 16-year-old girl who was afraid of being forgotten is now entirely impossible to ignore. The specific shape of the clouds, the shared initials in the production credits, and a release date that aligns with her very first single have created a timeline that feels entirely intentional. Swift has a history of revealing 31 surprise tracks after an album is supposedly finished, or planting entire narratives in the background of her music videos. She often shows you the table long before she reveals the hand she's playing. It all points back to a teenager moving to Nashville and deciding she was going to turn her experiences into songs. 2 anniversaries, one in June and one in October, both honoring that origin point. When the clock hits 2 o'clock today, one of 3 things will happen. We get a trailer and a song announcement, her team pulls down an accidentally published staging page, or we get a completely unexpected misdirection she planted while everyone was looking at clouds. Something is coming, and that countdown did not build itself. Drop a comment with what you think is about to drop. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell. The clock is ticking, and we'll have a full breakdown of the announcement right here the minute it goes live.